Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hy-Vee Today. This is Tony Tone for Tuesday, the 24th of July. I just looked at my paper because I forgot the date for a second. Truth be told, a little sleepy this morning. Folks in Wilton, I wish you could have just seen Delmer pop a wheelie on that Hy-Vee grocery cart. That was awesome. He is a man-child. I thought he was going to do something. That was great. We almost need a camera just watching Delmer. The Delmer cam. We could sponsor that. I like it. And on Facebook, our buddy Jerry Proviance, Jerry's Bait and Tackle, says, greeting from Deadwood, South Dakota. Wow. He is taking his show on the road. And our friend Steve Graham is also watching. He's on vacation in Chicago. And Steve, I got to call you about something in a little bit, so I'll talk to you about that. Very exciting evening last night in state baseball. The Wilton Beavers lived to see another day in exciting fashion. I think there was even an inside the park home run. We have some video. Take a look at this.
State baseball is coming to a close tonight. The Wilton Beavers had sights set on Des Moines. Wilton taking on Beckman Catholic. The trip to state on the line. They were scoreless into the 6th inning. Wilton with the bases loaded.
I don't know if this is the right game.
In the clutch, the base hit to drive in Brian Stillman.
Did I send a bad link?
Still with the bases loaded. Brayton Wade.
Look for that link from the Wilton Advocate that I sent you. Now, Channel 6 did cover it, but I'm looking at that and I'm like, wait a minute. They played some team named like Denver last night. And I was watching that and I'm like, I don't think Joey Danya, because the clip that I saw earlier this morning was not Joey Danya. It was some new sports guy. I don't know him, but Wilton advances. The Wilton Durant Advocate newspaper was there, and they had a video on their Facebook page. We'll show you that. Moments like as the game officially ends and everybody starts to kind of go wild. So congratulations to the Wilton boys. And what an exciting time for both Wilton softball to have made it to state and Wilton baseball. Let's see. Yeah, that's still the other one. Look in your email for that link from the Durant Advocate. It was with the Kent pictures. And it was also an exciting day for the Kent Corporation, who are celebrating their 90th anniversary. They were at the White House. We're going to get to some pictures of that in just a second. But we do want to talk about Wilton. I also want to mention something that's just sitting on the set here. I'm going to hold up. You're going to see why in a second. It was such a struggle to get it here. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a 19-pound muskmelon or cantaloupe that was grown at Kruger's in Letts. And you could come and buy this right now, or I'm going to buy it. I think this is bigger than my head. Let's see. Can we do a side-by-side? Oh, my goodness. So I bought 2 of these yesterday, not this gigantic one. I did want to buy this yesterday. Took it home, and absolutely delicious. Tastes so much better than any cantaloupe you've ever had. So homegrown is at Hy-Vee. Look at the size of this thing. I was nervous carrying it over here. That's 19 pounds. And it's not even priced per pound. This is $4. We're crazy. We're giving it away. It's making me so nervous. I'm going to put this bottle of tequila behind it. That'll surely brace it. All right, check it out. Wilton Durant Advocate. Wilton defeats Denver in a 3-2 game. I don't know where this Denver team's from. Celebration begins. You can see it right there. Wilton Beavers now playing the 2A semis on Thursday. Thanks to the Wilton Durant Advocate for that video. Very cool. The next thing I want to mention before we officially get rolling, Kent Corporation was at the White House yesterday. So they're celebrating 90 years in business. And there are some great pictures and videos of Gage and Jimmy Kent with Vice President Mike Pence right there. Check it out. They're at the White House yesterday representing Muscatine. That's pretty cool. Doyle Toubont was there as well. They had a great setup. They were visited by Sonny Perdue and Wilbur Ross and Mike Pence. There's Wilbur and Jimmy Kent. So pretty cool moment for Muscatine to be in the nation's capital, hanging out at the White House. What? could I have gone somehow? Cover it? Like, I could have been the press from Muscatine. Put me on the jet. I'm ready to go. So that's very exciting. All right, let's get to our first guests that are here. We have Dawn Sturms-Dodds, who's Assistant Vice President and Mortgage Loan Officer with CBI Bank and Trust, and Ariel Brodies, who's got an incredible story we're going to hear about in just a second. Thank you both for coming on. Dawn, at the end of this segment, we're going to talk about something that you're involved with that I'm pretty excited about. I think you know what I'm getting at. But for now, thanks for coming on. It's great to see you. Let's do the official shake,
yes,
Ariel.
Thanks so much.
Don't
for
be
having
nervous.
us.
This will be the easiest. Listen, Ariel, this will be the easiest grocery show talk show you're ever on.
Okay.
Because it's the only one, right?
Yes,
Our competitors
perfect.
have not
This
gotten
is
wise.
the only one.
All right, so Dawn, listen.
Yes.
It seems like the Muscatine market, as far as housing, it continues to be hot. Definitely a seller's market, but also a buyer's market. And you're here to tell people, and Ariel is proof, that folks could get into a house, especially those first-time buyers, and have little to no closing costs. I don't even know how it makes sense, and I'm being serious. Like, I have no idea how this is possible, but Ariel paid less than $5 to close on your house. How does that happen besides magic? Magic is the answer. How did you do it?
It's not magic. Right now it is a great time to be a first-time home buyer. There are many programs out there that we can plug in a first-time home buyer to actually make it affordable. A lot of times people think that they can't afford it, so they don't even get pre-qualified to see if they can. And like in Ariel's case, $3.41, and she was able to actually purchase a home. So I kind of brought some examples of her actual numbers, and then I thought Ariel would be great to come and actually explain her story and the process that she went through to be able to buy her house for the first time.
So for less, I have a $5 bill in my pocket. I just realized that. For less than this, did you pay with $3.41, Ariel?
I did. I gave her $3, I think 50 cents.
Oh, you gave
We got
Dawn a
change.
tip.
We actually came in with cash.
Listen, I don't know if you're supposed to tip your mortgage officer.
No, that doesn't work.
$3.41. There's a sheet on the table. I want to hold it up in a second, or hold it up now. How about I hold it up and y'all explain this? So, Betsy, can you zoom in on this? Because here's some math right here, and at the bottom you're going to see that total. This is absolutely ridiculous. All right, so let's get the graphics off the screen for a second. So walk me through this, what we're seeing.
So Ariel and her husband Simon's purchase price on their house was $86,600, and with closing costs and prepaids, your prepaids is your escrow account to get your taxes and insurance set up.
Right.
They needed $26 for that. So in total, to buy their home, they needed $90,326.
Wow.
They had a loan that they had to put 3% of their own money down. That took their loan amount to $84,000. So at that point, they needed $63.26 to come into closing. So how we got down to their $3.41 is we had the sellers pay their closing cost. When you go IFA through the Iowa Finance Authority for a first-time homebuyer grant, the sellers can pay up to 3% of the closing cost. So that's what we did in this example.
Wow.
So then that left them with $47.76. They took the Muscatine class for first-time home buyer. It is a program that they can get up to $1,000 also back as a first-time home buyer. So then they needed $37.76. We then plugged them into the Iowa Finance Authority, their IFA grant, which was $2,500 credit for a first-time home buyer. And then that left them with needing $1,276, and they got a tax proration from the sellers. We paid taxes in Iowa a year behind, and so the sellers have to pay that, which left them $3.41 that they had to come in to buy a house with.
Oh, geez, what a bummer, Dawn. This is so incredible to see. And Ariel, congratulations on buying a house.
Thank you.
How easy of a process was it with Dawn and CBI and the housing class? I mean, I know that it's a lot of work, but you have to feel so great about it, right?
Yeah. Well, with Dawn, she's just so knowledgeable, and she just helps you. If there's any questions, because like me and my husband, we were first-time homeowners or buyers, and we didn't know much of anything. We had no knowledge. It was really word of mouth. So coming in, if this would not be possible if it wasn't for a loan officer like Dawn.
Yeah, I mean, Dawn, you know, you're able to, it's kind of like you have to be the captain of a ship called buying a house. And for somebody that's the first-time buyer, you are very much like the first mate. You don't know what's going on. You just got on the boat. But for you, you have experience doing this. And no matter if it's someone's first home or fifth home, you can tailor how you treat them based on their needs. And I think that says a lot, because you certainly deal with a variety of customers every single day, but to have an experience like this, it's got to make you feel great about what you get to do every day, right?
Oh, I love it. And my background prior to banking was in social services, and so helping people is like one of my passions in life. And so for me to be able to take that and being able to help people and get them into buying a home, whether it's they're buying a $300,000 home or whether they're buying a $50,000 home.
Sure.
Just the fact that they're able to get the home of their dreams, I love being able to help them do that and accomplish their goal. Since Ariel was in the program and we got her in through all these grants, IFA, the Iowa Finance Authority, who does a lot of first-time homebuyer programs, they have also came out with what's called a mortgage certificate program now. It's MCC. And this program, they can actually get 50% of their interest back, up to $2,000 a year for the life of the loan.
Oh my gosh.
So Ariel, unfortunately, was not able to get into this program, but all first-time home buyers now can not only get into everything that we got Ariel into, but also get into this Take Credit program to where you can get 50% of your interest as a tax credit every single year, again, for the life of the loan. So another huge bonus to be a first-time home buyer right now.
Yeah, that's incredible. And again, and Ariel, you can speak to this, like, and I don't want to assume, of course, I never want to assume, but I bet not only do you feel better about owning your own house, you're probably maybe paying less than you were if you were renting.
Yeah, well, renting, we were in a 2-bedroom home for $620.
Okay.
And so now we're in a 3-bedroom home for $670.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So $50 more.
Right.
And what I was getting at is a lot of times in Muscatine, it's, you know, the cost to rent is higher than the cost to buy a house. We experienced that personally. We experienced that for sure. So that's wonderful. So for $50 for just a couple more, don't you love the props today? We got so many props on the set. It's wonderful. I just can't believe that, again, you're able to close on a house for less than $5, for $3.41. It almost doesn't make sense, but when you look at the math, it absolutely does. And this isn't, you know, Ariel's not the only person, Dawn, that can potentially have a similar result.
No,
right?
absolutely. There are certain requirements. Going IFA through the Iowa Finance Authority, you do have to have a minimum credit score of 640. They do have income guidelines. But if anyone is interested and want to know if they do qualify, they can always give me a call down at CBI Bank and Trust. I'm happy to walk through the pre-qualification. I make it simple, make it fun. It's not a scary time to be buying a home. It's an actually enjoyable process. We make it that way, and let's see if we can get you into a home of your dreams.
There is a Mr. Bob Howard on Facebook, which is great. Bob, add me as a friend. I may have to remove some friends, but love to have you, Bob. B.O.B. Bobby says, awesome stuff, great story to tell. Way to go, Dawn and Ariel. It is a great story, 100%. I mean, this is what it's all about. Like, community bank, CBI Bank and Trust, you know, you serve the community in a myriad of ways, which you also have to feel good about. And then here is living proof of someone that, you know, Ariel and her family have gotten into a home of their own with your help and the help of folks like that man right there, Chad Yoakum, behind the scenes with, you know, the housing department and the first-time home buyers class. It's just proof that these systems that are put in place work.
They do work.
And they're designed to just aid in people getting into that home for their first time. And I bet, Ariel, even the first time that you had to cut the grass, whether it was yourself or your, I mean, right? It's like, this is my grass, I gotta take care of it.
Or painting a wall, this is my wall.
It does feel better. I hate painting, but I've gotten okay at it. My wife's way better than I am. But you're right, when it's yours, you have such, I mean, just speak about that. You just have to feel so great, you know, waking up every day.
You know, when you're renting a home, you know, you want to do things, you want to paint and you want to, you know, fix things, but you know, it's no value for you and your family. So going in and, you know, my husband, he did a backsplash when we first got in. He painted the kitchen and, you know, put trim, and it's beautiful, and I'm excited to know that one day if I do want to sell that home, it's going to more value. So it's exciting.
It's just so great. And again, to have local partners like CVI Bank and Trust that understand that. And quite frankly, that's the business that you're in, Dawn. I mean, it's that customer service relationship, friend building. I've heard that you even help people move, which is very nice. You have the CBI Bank and Trust moving van, Bob. Now that's an idea.
Well, we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah. I'm not bad at moving stuff. I've always wanted to try one of those straps where you like see somebody walking with a refrigerator. You ever seen that?
Now that you're getting all fit, you can do that.
Well, I don't want to brag. That's the whole reason I've been doing this is to start CBI Bank and Trust Movers, copyright 2018. Yeah. I'll sell you guys the rights to it. It's a really good opportunity for sure, and a great time to buy. And you know, Dawn, I want to ask though, like, because I've heard rumblings. Are we forecasting a shift in interest rates anytime soon, or where? Because it seems like things are good now, but where are we looking? Maybe for the remainder of 2018 and then into 2019.
Right. Well, and they have gone up a little bit this past year, but we're still at 4.625, 4.75 in that range for a 30-year fixed, which is still a great rate. They are predicting interest rates to possibly increase a little bit, but even if they increase a little bit, we're not talking back, you know, our parents' generations when they were, 10% plus.
Gosh.
I still think it's going to be affordable. I still think we're going to see the housing market continue to grow.
Sure.
People are going to buy, people are going to sell, and, it's going to continue and just be just fine, I believe.
Well, I feel like Muscatine's one of those communities, and certainly we even saw this when I was in the Quad Cities around the time 2008 when the bubble, quote unquote, bursted. We weren't really necessarily affected. I know that some industry was, but in the 6 years that I've been in Muscatine, I feel like our real estate market has been incredibly healthy, and that's a great sign for places like CBI Bank and Trust, because it's showing you that people are either coming to town and want to buy a house, or people that have been in town and renting are finally ready to buy a house, or someone like my family and I, were in the next year or so, we're going to need to get into a bigger house.
Yep.
So people are always going to be selling and buying.
Right, absolutely.
And Muscatine continues to do the right. And this is how it all comes full circle. Like when the community does well and does the right thing, and corporations like CBI Bank and Trust care and give back, it makes people want to move here, makes people want to stay here. I have no intention on leaving. So that's all good for our local economy.
Oh, absolutely.
A strong housing market is so important, and obviously with CBI Bank and Trust in all the different communities that you're in, you experience the same things.
Oh, for sure,
right?
Yes. And we have a large market, CBI, and we are seeing the same thing everywhere. So it's a great market right now. It's a great time to buy. It's a great time to sell. We do have a little bit of a lack of inventory, and that's been kind of consistent for a while.
Isn't that crazy, though? We don't have enough houses for sale. I was this close to selling mine.
Yeah, it is.
Dave Armstrong and I, if my wife wasn't pregnant,
yeah.
It turns out, Dawn, that even thinking about moving with a pregnant wife is a bad idea.
Probably so.
I could be a marriage counselor. Here's my one piece of advice. Don't even consider selling your house if your wife is going to have a kid in October and you just thought about this in July. That's the whole class. That's all
true.
I need to know. You passed the class.
Yeah, you got to have wife's approval, that's for sure.
Wow.
Maybe not with baby on the way.
Right. I don't want her to be like 9 months pregnant and having to worry about me strapping a fridge to my, it's a whole
Although
thing.
then she wouldn't have to do any of the moving.
That's
so
true.
I don't know.
That's
maybe
where
there's some bonuses
CBI Bank and Trust movers come into play. One of the things that I need to talk to you about, and I want to show this on the screen, and I'm so excited. My wife tagged me in it yesterday. We have an M in our driveway. We have the Muscatine M that I got a couple of years ago, and it's a little faded, and all of a sudden, Dawn, this is perfect.
Yes.
I can get my M touched up.
You can.
Starting
I can help
right
you out
now?
with that. Starting right now, yeah. The Muscatine High School Pom and Dance team are selling the M's painted on the driveways to show your musky spirit.
Yeah.
New ones, they're $35, or we can do a touch-up for $25. All the Pom Dance girls are selling those. Yesterday it popped up all over Facebook. So contact any of us. We're happy to help you out, and we'll be out painting in July, August, and September.
I can't wait to get it redone. It's great to see the amount of driveways that have the M is pretty cool.
Absolutely.
It's pretty special. And like I said, ours is a little faded.
Yeah, it's time to get it touched up and show your musky spirit.
Yeah, 100%. I was excited when we got it a couple years ago. And it is fun. There's just a big stencil, and it was a hot day when they were doing it a couple years ago. And I got the M on there, and
it's
it was
not
good.
the easiest job, but it's a great fundraiser. It's a way to get our girls out in the community, going to neighborhoods, making them all look festive with the musky M and showing their spirit. So we're getting ready for the big school kickoff coming up, and we'll have the whole town painted gold and purple for Muscatine.
I'm so excited for that. Bob Howard says, I know Tony has a van. Sounds like a good partnership. So apparently we'll just use my dad van to start the moving business. All right.
We can do that.
Throw me some gas money, Bob. I know where to find you. The Super Bank right here. Don, thank you for coming on.
I know,
it's National Tequila Day.
Me nervous
I'm
there.
sorry.
National Tequila Day.
It's National Tequila Day, and there's a 19-pound cantaloupe. And that's how big the cantaloupe is. It can successfully hide.
It's blocking.
And this is not a small bottle of tequila.
This
is a 1.75 liter bottle. Go ahead, Betsy, zoom in. Why not? This is $109. And Dawn said that with every house she sells from now on, she's going to provide this and the moving services.
We better talk to Bob about that, too.
I think, listen, cracking this on the side of a new house is a great idea.
That is a great idea.
Listen, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having
Ariel,
us.
Congratulations. You did a great job. Yes. She closed on her house for less than $5. Look at that. Look at that total right there. Betsy, give me that total. $3.41. I'm trying to get my sausage fingers out of the way. Ariel and her husband closed on a house with Dawn's help and CBI Bank and Trust for $3.41. That's less than this right here. Although this $5 right here, ladies, this is going to buy the winning Mega Millions tickets. So don't buy any. You don't have to. I already got the numbers figured out. I'm going to turn this into $500 million. That's one of the things that I'm good at, Ariel. I'm not bad at it. All right. As we get ready for our next guest, can we get a message from Bob maybe as a transition? We're going to pull up a message from Bob Howard from the CBI Bank and Trust website. You can also find CBI Bank and Trust on social media. And I can't say enough about the crew that's here in Hy-Vee. They're so nice. They put up with me. Dawn, what I like to do, they're counting the money. And I walk by and I try and interrupt the counting.
Oh, nice.
And they're so good that I don't even, I'll do like the 5, 10, 18, 36, and they're just like, we're fine. We can
I bet
count
they
money.
love having you here, too.
Yeah, well, I don't know if love is the word.
Okay.
I think it's more of a tolerate. But let's take a look at a message from Bob, and we'll get our friends from L&M Softball ready.
CBI Bank and Trust, and I wanted to take a few moments today to talk to you about some of the fun activities we're involved with over the course of the summer. First, with summer comes the opportunity to get out on the golf course a little bit, and we have some golf outings associated with the Ronald McDonald House, with the Washington County Hospital Foundation, and Junior Achievement. All great events, all great charities, and things that we're excited to be involved in and participate in. They're always great days with customers and friends and opportunity to network on the golf course. Also, right around the corner are our county fairs. We'll be in full force and involved in Johnson County, Muscatine County, Mercer County, and also in Washington County at the fairs, involved with some awards that we sponsor, some scholarships that we give away, and also buying an occasional animal or two at the livestock showing. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. Some of the other sponsorship things that we've got going, Kelowna Days, a lot of fun activities in Kelowna, including the parade and other things going on that weekend. The Parade of Homes in Iowa City, some great homes, new homes and remodels. We sponsored the breakfast and the parade app. Hopefully that is, you see our name and our logo and get a chance to get out and see some of the great new homes in Iowa City. Second Saturday here in Muscatine. Every second Saturday over the course of the summer, we've got some events going on downtown. We're the major sponsor, so I encourage you to visit us, see what downtown Muscatine has going on entertainment-wise on some of those second Saturdays. And then the John Deere Classic is right around the corner. As I tell people, it's the only professional sporting event in our backyard, so it's always fun to entertain a few people. Get out and watch professional golf, and we're sponsoring and involved there on Thursday and Friday. Great to have it in our backyard and have a professional event going on there. So, And with summer, maybe opportunity to buy a new car or get your teenager while they've got some free time to open a checking or start that savings account with all the money coming in from that summer job. Get them into the bank, or maybe even get after that home improvement project that you've been putting off for a little while, and how we can help with that. So summer's going to be busy. We've got a lot going on. We can help you with your financial success. So call, click, stop by. I know you'll be happy you did.
All right, a message from Bob at CBI Bank and Trust, and are we looking at the aisle cam? We're gonna come to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle camera, and then we're gonna come back to the set. Look at that. Good looking produce, y'all. And I'm telling you, if nobody comes and buys that 19-pound cantaloupe, it's coming home with me. That muskmelon. I feel like I should offer it to my guests that are here. I don't wanna assume that they like cantaloupe. And by the way, this is the best prop that we have on the set. L&M softball Falcons state champs. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you for being here. Coach, congratulations. Good to see you again. You were just here the other day, and we were talking about going to state, and all of a sudden we're sitting here, and there's this, I mean, has it really sunk in, Coach, that there's a state championship trophy right here?
Well, last night we presented it to the school board at the school board meeting, and seeing that trophy on the table where they were all sitting is just kind of sunk in then that's a state championship trophy. That's awesome.
I was really excited when I got to work yesterday. I ran into Superintendent Mike Van Sickle, who was picking up softball cupcakes, of course, at like 6:45 in the morning or whatever, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, that's very appropriate. And the smile on his face and everybody, I mean, I wanted to ask Tom Wilson if he cried, because there's so much joy going around. So look at that. Look at how good the trophy looks.
That's awesome.
It's so cool. Wow. And it's heavy, by the way. That's the real deal.
It's really heavy.
Did anybody cry? Raise your hand if you cried. Oh, you didn't cry?
Well, I cried when I hugged my mom.
Okay, all right. That's probably the best time to cry. Can y'all introduce yourselves?
I'm Katie Hearn. Katie Copy.
Mallory Honottle.
Mallory Mashik.
Wait a minute. We have 2 Mallorys and 2 Katies? This is so easy for me to remember. Katie, Mallory, Coach B, Tony T. We're all rhyming. Okay, so walk us through it. You have, I don't want to say it's not an awkward game, but playing Wilton, the way that things kind of happened, you know, that's a tough opponent, and it ended up being a 3-2 victory, correct? So then, what are the emotions after the Wilton game? Were you excited, but understanding that you have to play again, or what? Who's going to be brave?
We were like super relieved, you know, that we made it past that first game, because that's probably the hardest one of the tournament.
Right, and a good scrappy opponent, Coach.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was a
game.
That was a game, right? So after Wilton, we played. Who is the next game against?
Central Springs.
Central Springs.
Hey, look, you talking to the microphone. Yes, I'm gonna get everybody to talk. So, how was the Central Springs game?
It was kind of intense too, because it was a close game also, but it was fun.
And then we go to the state championship game, and you're going to think that I'm old and boring. I started watching the game on my phone, and it was also on TV, which is cool. No pressure, by the way. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it looks so good online, too. And then I fell asleep because it was late, and I'm old. And I woke up, and that's what I saw. I saw that L&M had won. I went to the video again and played it and kind of fast forward. And not only did y'all win, but it was in very dramatic fashion.
Very dramatic.
As a coach, you probably would have liked it to have gone differently, maybe. But you can never, Coach, that's proof that you cannot predict how these things are going to go.
No, I mean,
right?
there's 21 outs in the game, and each one's precious. And you know, I was kind of hoping in the 6th inning that we would tie it up, but that didn't happen. And so we went to the 7th, and you know, I knew we had good hitters up there, and Bryn started off with that stand-up double, and everyone else did their job, and we scored the 2 runs. It was awesome. It's
such a cool, and I hope that we can find the video clip of the last like 45 seconds or whatever, because the emotions were just. Was anybody like breathing at the time? Because you obviously you want this to kind of be the outcome, but it's not a given, and then it happens. So is it just like screaming nonstop, like joy?
Yeah, it was so exciting. I mean, it's like hard to explain how excited we were.
Well, I can only imagine, and I don't want to ignore Mallory in the back. Like, how were you feeling experiencing this?
I was so stressed out by the 7th inning because we knew like we had to go, we had to do something. But we all believe in our teammates, so I had faith in us.
Again, I think the most impressive thing, Coach, about your team is you had 0 seniors. Is that correct?
0 seniors.
No seniors, some 8th graders. What year is everybody that's here? Let's start with the Katies.
Junior.
Mallory.
Freshman.
Mallory. Freshman! This is a young team that came together in a stressful setting. And, I mean, certainly you had a great regular season. Your record shows that. And you probably bonded a lot. But, again, what can prepare you? Nothing can prepare you for what will happen in Fort Dodge, right?
We had Coach Schur from Muscatine come down
really?
on Saturday to talk to the kids about his experiences and
he might be here right
how
now.
to mentally prepare for the game. You know, and it was very, very helpful. I mean, his years of experience and
that's cool.
Getting us ready was just unbelievable.
He's a great guy, Denny.
Great guy.
You know, I know Denny as my coworker here at Hy-Vee, but I certainly know him, you know, as a heck of a coach. And he and Lori, who also works. That's what's kind of crazy. We have like 2 unbelievable softball coaches that are in this store. Right, legendary. And from what I've heard, on all accounts, pretty intense back in their day. So the victory happens, you get the trophy, and then nobody had to sleep, right? I mean, I thought when Tom Wilson was messaging me that early, I thought, this man did not sleep. I mean, what an exciting time. So then you get to come home, and Ryan, I wonder if we can find that clip, but then also some of those parade pictures. So a parade on this just past Sunday.
It was great. I was surprised. I shouldn't be surprised. There was just a tremendous outpouring in the community. They've been so supportive through this whole process with the kids.
Look at these pictures. So the parade happens, and you know, it's so cool riding on the back of a Tantera truck, sitting on the hay and coming through town. Just look at Tom's face. Look at how happy that guy is. I don't think he's going to be able to stop smiling like that ever. And I don't know who put it on the Wise Muscatine Facebook, but it's so true. It just seems like that y'all sitting here have it's been a shot in the arm for L&M and alumni, and it's brought so many people back together that maybe have been away from the school. Certainly we want them to be involved, but wow, what an exciting time. I mean, have you heard from any former players that have reached out or any alumni?
Yeah, we had, when I was a freshman, we had 1 senior. And so she messaged all of us saying how proud she was. And I mean, Brandon Carter, she played with us, didn't play, but, you know, coached us or whatever. And so she's been there every step of the way, too.
It's pretty cool. And then the best part is, Coach, young team. I don't want to put the pressure on you, but maybe we'll sit here a year from now with another one. Right? I mean,
the expectation is to make it back to Fort Dodge next year.
Of course.
Most definitely.
Not only do you win state, but Regina is an incredibly tough opponent that had been there. Yeah. You know, I don't want to say they knew what they were doing because here's the trophy. No offense to Regina, but certainly a program that we could have a rematch is what I'm getting to. That very easily could have a rematch of the same game a year from now. And that's where maybe, you know, you obviously don't want to think that you'll be guaranteed to go to state again, but having such a young team is so great for you, right?
It's awesome. I mean, the young kids stepped up. Yeah. And, you know, the experience they gained at the state tournament is just going to pay off down the road for them.
Immensely. I mean, even for, you know, I just can't even imagine what, like, the 8th graders on the team felt like. Like, they just got done graduating 8th grade, you know, been playing with the team. Were the 8th graders on the team the whole season? Is that how that works?
Yep, had different roles to begin with, and then you know, we had some injuries and worked in the starting positions, and you know, and just
unreal. Yeah, I also just like your approach to, and y'all said it last time. We don't know who's going to pitch. We just show up. Is that going to continue, or are you going to just?
Yeah, it's going to continue.
Maybe you could just let me know who's going to start, and then I could whisper it quietly into the microphone. But yeah, I mean, it's been such a fun ride, and now do any of you get to enjoy summer? Because I don't want to say that school starts in less than a month, but what's the plans for the rest of the summer? Katie, number one.
Fall ball is starting up pretty
Oh,
soon.
great. Take a break. Look here. Hey, fall ball team. Love to be there, but see this right here. Got to take a break. That starts soon?
Yeah, mine should start August sometime.
Gosh.
And we'll be going till the end of October. And then a couple months break, and then we'll start up Falcons again at the beginning of the year.
Katie,
Catchers never get a break.
I was going to say, catchers has a tough gig. Katie, number 2.
More softball and then volleyball.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mallory, number 1.
Yeah, volleyball and hopefully some relaxing. I don't know if I'm going to do softball for fall ball. I don't know.
Okay. Hey, listen, if you don't want to, right here, remember? Look at this, right here. I can afford to take some time off. I'm not saying that that's what Coach would say, but all right. Mallory, number 2, what about you?
Fall ball and volleyball.
Wow. Okay. Oh, this is some video from the championship game. Is that correct? We'll figure it out in just a second. Is there audio with this? Do I need to stop talking? No, there's no audio? Okay, great. Oh, man. I just can't believe, again, that it was on TV. Like, so many people saw this happen. Yeah. Here we go. Is this the moment of truth right here? That's got to be it, right? Yep. Oh, my gosh. So that's the game right there. Did anybody grab the ball? You have the ball?
Are you kidding me? Yes, I have the ball.
Well, I mentioned that on the show when we played this the first time because it kind of reminded me when the Cubs won the World Series, Anthony Rizzo took the ball that he caught from Chris Bryant and stuck it in his back pocket. And it was such a smart move. And in that clip, if we can we play that clip one more time? Not that concentrating on where the ball goes is a big deal, but you can kind of see it just roll out onto the field because the Regina team's like, yeah, we don't want that.
We don't want that.
Right. That's like a bad omen for them. So just watch this last couple seconds and then keep your eye on that ball right there and where it goes. Coach, you must have just had like a tractor beam on it. Like, no, wait, we'll take that. That's not going back in the ball bag. That's special. Here we go. Here's the pitch, the hit. Keep an eye on the ball. You'll see it kind of roll towards. There it is right there. The catcher has it, and then she just, drops it. Oh, so this trophy will be, I'm assuming, very proudly on display at L&M.
Yep.
Did anybody drop it? No? I saw when you walked in, y'all were it's like cradling it, like I was cradling that giant cantaloupe. It's like holding a baby. You're like precious. And it's just so incredible, again, to see. And I'm so happy for you to have this experience. And I hope you don't get tired of talking about it because it's such a great story about your team playing so well together, having such great young leadership. And the future is very bright for Falcon softball. Thank you again for coming on, Katie, number 1.
Thank you.
Katie, number 2.
Thank you.
M squared, number 1.
Thank you. Thank you.
Coach, congrats, man. It's great to see you.
I
I know that like coming to do media, it's easier said than done, and it's it can be awkward. But this is just such a great story that's important for people to understand. Because it's done so much for the community, and I love it. I love the fact that this can be a catalyst for people that could even be my age and kind of have drifted away from L&M, and maybe they'll be back and. Maybe we'll see a rise in attendance for football and fall sports and winter sports, right? Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be great.
And to have some of your classmates also bring in some hardware. I'll tell you this, Tom Wilson told me he will build a trophy room if you need it. He promised me that. He just sent a note, and it's going to start with this right here. Thank you again so much. Congratulations. And I'll get the trophy back to you sometime, okay? What about this? What if we trade you the trophy for a giant cantaloupe? Is that a fair trade? No? I got to see how heavy this is. I told myself I wouldn't. Oh, my gosh. What is in this thing? Gold? Wow. That's so cool. I wonder if is it like the Stanley Cup where everybody gets to take it for a day or no?
No.
No? Okay, that's good. All right, I'm gonna pass this back. There's some great photos and videos. Thank you again very much. Congratulations. And we'll do this in a year from now. All right? Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it. We'll be back in a year from now to recap. That's so great. So great. And next year you're coming on the show. It's going to happen. All right. Thank you to L&M Falcon Softball for bringing the hardware with them, for coming on the show. Look at the video. It's so exciting for this team to have a state championship trophy and to know they have the talent to repeat. It could happen. They've got it. All right, well, we're going to send it to our very own Betsy in the Toyota Muscatine car camp. Where are you going? Produce. Homegrown. You'll see it. The signs will say homegrown. So we talk a lot about homegrown stuff. Kruger Farms in Letts, they are a partner with us here at Hy-Vee. They grow it. They bring it to us. We sell it. And it's all good, y'all. I am telling you, Brian Mueller, that cantaloupe, that muskmelon, it's the best you're going to have. And when it comes to homegrown, supporting local farmers right here at Hy-Vee, where produce is always fresh, you can see that they're getting things situated from the Driscoll products. But this homegrown stuff, guys and girls, I can't tell you enough how great it is. I mean, it's just the best. And let's see if Betsy can find it. Now she needs to, go past that. No offense, but that's not the homegrown stuff. It's kind of right around the corner from there. And it's the best. There's some guys that are thinking, are we about to be on camera right now? Keep going, Betsy. There we go. Right near the Market Grill Express. You're looking at homegrown watermelons. There's homegrown sweet corn. Oh, baby. It's so good. I want some corn and some meatballs. I don't know if Kruger Farms makes homegrown meatballs. There's a customer right there that's taking advantage. Homegrown all day. Check it out. Thanks to Toyota Muscatine. And there's even more corn ready to go. There's corn, and then there you go, Muscatine corn, right? If you want to go through the trouble. Listen, I might not want to have to go through all that husk and tassel removing. You want to do it, go right ahead. So let's come back to the set. Hi there. Hi, friends. I have like giant cantaloupe dust on me. Is there like a lint brush for giant cantaloupe? Yeah. This was a fun show. I'm so glad that Dawn Sturms-Dodd from CBI Bank and Trust brought Ariel, because Dawn could sit here and tell you about how she had a customer that closed on their house for less than $5. But when you have the customer here and they're telling you their story and how much they were able to be helped, that's pretty powerful. I just realized that I don't have my name tag on. Sinner. How are people going to know who I am? Let's just do this right now. There we go. Wow, I felt it in my pocket, and I know that I would put it in there. That's weird. Betsy, you didn't tell me that I didn't have my name tag on. Gosh. What am I going to do? All right. I also want to talk about a couple things as we recap. So last night we had Harry Potter trivia, and we have some pictures we're going to show you from Harry Potter trivia. I don't even know what time it is. How long has this show gone? Holy pickles. That's the second Holy Pickles. Now that's the third time I've said it. 65 people, Harry Potter trivia last night. That's the winning team, Maggie's Muggles, and then they celebrated by buying snacks, which I think is fabulous. Their team got a $35 Hy-Vee gift card. There is Mayor Diana Broderson, which is pretty cool. Her team did very well, by the way. And I got to tell you, I was a little overwhelmed with the response, but I'm so grateful to every single person that came out. We had some, keep it there just for a second, Mr. Broderson. Look at the props on the table. That doesn't even show you the free chips and salsa. So my coworker Ashley and her team at the Market Grill Express hit it out of the park. Every table that was playing trivia had free chips and salsa. They made those pretzel wands, which is a pretzel dipped in chocolate. And if I was ever going to cheat on this dang diet, I could have had a whole plate of pretzels with chocolate on it. Look at how good those look. And then I got some wands and some props. And here's the thing, when you buy props like that, you see that tie right... No, keep it there for a second. You see that tie right there? So I bought all that stuff online. And I thought, what I'm getting at is I had to assemble the props. I had to put a sticky thing on the back and then put the stick on the sticky thing. So for the next trivia, I'm going to try and get props, certainly. And I have to imagine that for August, we might be doing a Friends-themed trivia. And since Friends was primarily on in the 90s, I'm going to buy a case of slap-on bracelets. Because a couple of years ago when I hosted a 90s party at the Mississippi Brew, shameless plug, ding, I bought a case of slap-on bracelets, and they were phenomenal. And not that expensive. And when it came in the mail, my wife was like, really? And I was like, whoa, babe. Hold on. That's also I had to tell her that. I'm like, if a box shows up with my name on it and you open it and there's wands and Harry Potter glasses and Harry Potter props, it's for work. Okay? It's for work. And she knows that it wouldn't be for me. Listen, I ain't even seen no dang old movie, nor have I read the books. I'm hosting this thing last night. I'm pronouncing things wrong. Draco Malfoy, Draco, dummy. Hermione, Gryffindor. What was another one I kept mispronouncing? Dobby. I kept saying Dobby. Dummy. I don't know this Harry Potter stuff. And then they're saying, like, you should read the books. And I said, I don't have time. These books are 900 pages long. I could try and watch the movie, but then, there's like 7 movies. The kid goes and becomes a wizard, right? And then he fights a bunch of people, and some kids die, and one of the twins loses an ear, I learned. Is that accurate? Okay, well, I'll try. I also haven't seen all the Friends episodes, but I know enough. I know enough to get by. All right, today is National Cousins Day, which is ironic because one of the team that came in second place last night at trivia was called Favorite Cousins, so that's cool. And some of my mom's cousins were in town yesterday and today, right around this time, actually, they're going to be driving to Des Moines. So they're checking out a couple. I think they went to the Hoover Presidential Library in West Branch, or museum. There's something in West Branch. And then they're going to Des Moines. So shout out to my mom's cousins, Kara and Sissy, and Kara's daughter, Sheila, who is going into 6th grade. That makes me feel old. It's also National Tequila Day. And if you need tequila, we've got you covered. Wine and spirits. It's National Drive-Thru Day. We have 2 lanes of a drive-thru pharmacy. And it's also National Thermal Engineer Day. So shout out to all of our... Can I have the bottle of tequila, Betsy? Thank you. Betsy's getting her steps in today. If Betsy wore a Fitbit on this show, her Fitbit would be like, damn! That's a lot of steps in the morning. Is that a whistle behind me or a cart? That's a squeaky cart. Here you go, National Tequila Day. And again, friends, this bottle of Patron 100% Puro de Agave Silver Patron Tequila, 40% proof, could be yours for only $109. Now, there's cheaper tequila, but I have to imagine... I can't smell anything through the glass, but it looks good. Why can't they fill it up to the top either? Like, if I'm spending $109, like, and let the record state, this is sealed. I did not take a sip. Look at that. Check it out. It's heavy. I think it's heavy. I bet if we weighed it, the cantaloupe is heavier than the tequila. Crazy. And then another programming note, so to speak, I will be a guest on Mayor Broderson's show tonight, which is called Our City. And that starts at 6:30. Thank you. I'm just going to show up at 6 because I keep forgetting. I know where to go. I know what the show's called. And I know that it's called Our City. You can stream it on the Our City Facebook page or the City of Muscatine page. And I'll be talking to... I haven't been the guest on a lot of things, so this will be weird for me. I'm going to try and not take over. I'm going to try and have my hair still look as good as it does right now. And nothing in my teeth. So I look forward to chatting with Mayor Broderson on... and being a guest. That'll be interesting. I don't know what she's going to ask me. What if I just show up with this empty bottle? Hey, Mayor Broderson, how you... Are we going to talk about National Tequila Day? And how is tomorrow not National Hangover Day if today is National Tequila Day? Now, keep in mind, I'm not drinking because I'm on this diet. It's my choice, so I'm not going to celebrate today. I may have a drink on my birthday in September. I haven't decided yet. Tequila Day. Tomorrow is our keto cooking class with Chef Tess. That is sold out. Look forward to seeing about 40 people at 5:30 in the club room, 5:30 till 7. And I'll tell you this right now, we will do another keto cooking class in August because the demand, I keep getting asked about it, and we'll do that again for sure. So thank you to Dawn Sturms Dodds from CBI Bank and Trust. Thanks to Ariel with coming with Dawn to be on the show and share her story. And thanks to Coach Brian and the L&M Falcon softball team. Had about 4 players this morning. There's 2. The Sanders sisters are on a travel team playing in California. So they won the state championship, and then they went to California. And you heard it right here, a lot of these young ladies will continue to play, and good for them on that state championship trophy. Didn't that look great? I got to grab some screenshots of the show because I'm very proud of those girls. They represented extremely well. So we'll do a show tomorrow, 8:30 right here, right on this show. And I'm going to buy that giant, I'm telling you. Not that I don't want you to come and buy the giant cantaloupe or the muskmelon, but I feel like I could buy it right now and then I could just take it home. It's so good. All right. Hy-Vee Today, gmail.com. Catch the show on Remax, Channel 5. Thanks to Remax, the Armstrong crew, for letting us have the show on their channel. That's on Muscatine Power and Water cable. 7:30 and 10:30 weeknights, and then you can catch us on the weekends as well. You can always stream us live, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. If you have Apple TV or Roku, you can download the Boxcast app. When I started trivia last night, I went to the Roku remote in the Market Grill Express, and I put the show on. So it's pretty cool. Boxcast. Download it and watch it. Now, the only thing I would like out of Boxcast, you got a lot of shows on there. I had to scroll quite a bit. Now, there's nothing against the other shows, but can you lock us in the top 3 rows? Right? I mean, I'm doing this. Or put it in alphabetical order. But if you had like 3 rows at the top of stuff, hey Becky, of stuff that's popular. I'm not saying that we're popular. But just move us up. What do I got to do? Move us up a little bit. Here was me. All right, I got to start Harry Potter trivia. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know any of these things. Where's the show? Where's the show? Where's the show? Where's the show? There it is. And then it played and it looked wonderful, so thank you for that. But bump us up a little bit. A little bit. Just a little. That's all I'm asking. If you do, I'll send you a bottle of tequila in the mail. And $5. Also, don't forget to do not buy a Mega Millions lottery ticket. I'm going to turn this $5 into the winning ticket. And if that does happen and I'm not here tomorrow, I'll probably lie and say that I'm sick. That's my plan. If I won the Mega Millions tonight, I would lie and say I was sick, and then I would just not work anymore. So if I'm not here tomorrow, I won the Mega Millions. And as Tess and I were talking the other day, if one of us wins, we're going to try and take care of our $500 million. What are you going to do with all that? I don't know. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks to our guests and CBI Bank and Trust, Toyota Muscatine, and Team Staffing. We will do it again tomorrow right here on Hy-Vee Today. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.